Hi, I'm Leadership Development Coach Kathy Archer. We spend a ton of time at work putting into our jobs and investing in our jobs and working hard to get really good at what we do. And that's what happens. The more time you invest, the more practice you do, you get really good at something. My fear, though, is that many of you are getting really good at something that you probably don't want to get really good at. Putting out fires, dealing with office politics, running around, chasing your tail, running on that merry-go-round or that treadmill, getting nowhere fast. And when we spend all of our time doing that, we get really good at it, but we don't get to do the work that really counts. We don't get to do the stuff that matters, the stuff that makes us feel good at the end of the day. And so what I want to talk to you about today is what's called mastery or becoming an expert or excelling at things. Studies have been done and it shows that it takes about 10,000 hours to become an expert at something. So if you're a concert pianist or into sports and you're becoming an Olympian or just simply an athlete, if you're becoming an expert at programming computers, when you spend 10,000 hours, which equates to about 2 hours and 45 minutes a day, then for 10 years, then you're going to be an expert at that. The catch is, though, you have to work at that skill and practice in what's called deliberate practice. So you can't keep doing the same thing again and again, or you're just going to get really good at that one thing. But if you want to really excel, become really good at something, then you've got to do what's called deliberate practice. So stretch outside your comfort zone, try new things, practice different ways that are going to grow you and grow your skills and grow your expertise. Then within 10 years, you're going to become an expert at that. What I've realized is over the last 10 plus years, I've been working extremely hard at becoming a leader. I've looked at honing my skills of communication and building relationships. I've looked at being able to vision and plan. I've looked at becoming productive. And I use those skills every single day. And I coach people as well. Because I'm an expert at leadership, I can give people back those skills. I can show them how to do that. I can help them pull that out of their own selves and become the best leader that they can be. And so the catch for you is to decide first, what do I want to become an expert in? What do I want to be known as top of my field at? What do I want to become really skilled at? Perhaps that is managing and training and leading in your organization. Perhaps it's a certain part of the work you do. Maybe you want to become the expert in a certain disability or a certain challenge that some of your clients are faced with. Maybe you want to become an expert in writing the background content and training people in that. But first you have to decide, what is it that I want to become an expert in? Because if you don't decide, you'll just spend your days running around chasing your tail and putting out fires. So decide what you want to become an expert in, and then decide what you need to do that. Perhaps it's taking courses. Maybe it's reading books. Maybe it's watching some videos that you need to do. Maybe it is, working through practicing some of that stuff within your field, going out and doing some experiments, doing some research, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work. But figure out then what it is that you need to do to become an expert. And then the third step is to go out and start doing that. If you need to sign up for a course, sign up. If you need to download some workbooks off the internet and start working through them, then do that. But decide what you want to become an expert in. Figure out what it is then that you need to do to become that expert and start doing that. Because when you do, when you spend your days focusing on getting really good at what you love to do and what you want to do and what you want to excel at, you will enjoy your days much more. And you may still go home at the end of the day feeling exhausted and drained, but it'll be in a good way. You'll feel like you've been well used and that the energy that you've exerted has been worth it. So figure out what you want to become an expert in, study it, hone it, and you'll start to find that you find much more enjoyment in your days and feel like you're getting somewhere rather than feeling stuck every day.